What is up? MFers back in Texas. Solo mission today, and it has been a damn day. These are kind of some forgotten fish. This is my favorite time of the year to go up and throw that big bait. Yeah. We're out here at a lake, a very popular public lake. Guys, it was freaking like 25 boats in the parking lot when I got here at sunrise today. There is so many boats out here. And from the guys I'm talking to, when they see me go by, or the guys that I'm just watching, no one's catching anything. It's been extremely slow for them. And we have caught 10, 8, 7s, 6s, 5s. We've caught so many giant fish. And this is my absolute favorite time of year to go do what I'm doing today. And it's a bite that I think, I don't know, 95% of fishermen totally miss because it's really, really sneaky what the fish are dialed into. Gonna be a fun video today. Obviously gonna have some giant fish, mostly on giant baits too. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some damn fun and we're gonna rip some double digits. What in the heck? That's not what I just scanned, but that's what we're gonna start with. That's okay. That's okay. This bait actually looks a lot like a couple baits from 6th Sense that you guys are familiar with, but it's completely different. I think I'll tell you a little bit later what's different about it, but gotta get on there. Small boy had one with him too. I'm kind of glad that I caught that one though, because my drag was so loose. Slipped right when he ate it. Luckily he weighed an 1/8 of an ounce. We got a flock chewer. Not a big one, but we just pulled up, side scan. A group and we got a dang. Oh, it'll jump off, but got a group of fish out here. Big group of fish out here, but it looks like a bunch of small ones. So I'm trying to throw some bigger presentations to start. And this flock hair jig, to me, I just don't catch a lot of under 3-pound fish on it. That was kind of a rarity, right? Let's see if we can get the pull on it. If not, I'm gonna throw a Carolina rig through there. Not to say a big one won't need a Carolina rig, but I just know the small ones will too. You already have it. Oh yeah, we're swimming around with it. Nope, we dropped it. They're fighting over the hog wallow down there. Some of them might be eating my weight actually too. It's kind of funny. God, this group of fish is crazy. They're so small though for the most part. Got it, bud? Yeah, you do, but you are tiny. Toiny, toiny, toiny. Get out of here, toiny. Waller eater. A lot of people don't understand a Carolina rig or like to throw it. I think it's because it's hard to cast. So I understand that. It takes a little bit. I throw it on this 7.5 heavy fast lux. That's my favorite dragon rod for every dragon bait. Swing head, jig, Carolina rig. And you can do other stuff too. I swim jig with it sometimes in heavy cover. Once you get the cast down, it's straight up like, you drag it. I mean, it's rocket science to get it to work. But the benefit of a Carolina rig, quite simply, is you're fishing basically a weightless presentation on the bottom that has freedom of movement. The fish can pick it up and not feel the weight for a second, but you still have the ability to fish it on the bottom extremely quickly and efficiently. Feel that bottom bottom composition, hard spot. This actually feels like a lot of shell down there, which I couldn't see real well on side imaging, but got it right now already. Oh, did you put it down? I can feel them. Oh, look at them freaking blasting bait up here. And my line just went slack, so. What are we doing, guys? Watch this. Goodbye, jerkbait. Nice knowing you. It's even fouled, and the one's gonna crush it. One came up and got it. So smart. You are so smart. Freaking buttholed it. Buttholed him. Look at these guys falling. You can see them really good on perspective. Forward looks like that. Little prototype bait I've been working on here. Watch this. Drop it in. Twitch around. Do I got one yet? Oh, I had one. And not one. They're fighting for it. They're fighting for it. Did they got it? Oh, no. Hook must be too big for their little pecker heads. Not for that little pecker head. They might be little, but they're short. There we go. There we go. Wallering. Wallering. There we go. Freaking hangover. Gizzard spawn. Eater. Not a giant one, but take that all freaking day. Crush that thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. She freaking came up and crushed that glide. Just like they're supposed to. But, yeah. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. That's a show enough bagging. I mean, a bagging. Yep. Let's get her on the old Bubba scale. 10, 12. She big and she's meaning she's ready. Well, that wasn't much of a release, but bye, Gina. Well, that was fucking sick. What's happening right now is a gizzard shad spawn, which, you know, you think shad spawn, you think low light, and it's supposed to be sunny all today, and so of course it's cloudy. It's not low light at all, but it should actually get better as the day goes on, because once these clay points get heated up, that's when some things can really happen. First fish I've caught on a glide now, 10 pounds. And the cool thing about this is you can side scan around. There's schools out off some of these points, hard spots, just structure, creek channel swing, stuff like that. But these are actually hard to scan on side imaging because these fish are up inside of the hydrilla line, up closer to the bank in 2-3 feet of water where it's bare clay, hard bottom areas where these gizzards are spawning. So threw that glide up there, and that one freaking smoked it. That was badass. Show you guys quick here on forward facing kind of how this lays out like I'm talking about. But so here's we're kind of sitting on top of the hydrilla line where this point is, you know, out there off the hydrilla line. Those are the fish. Like there's a fish right there, you could side scan whatever and see. But if I pan up here, so you see the big hydrilla grass line, up in front of that it's bare, and that bareness right there, that gap between the hydrilla and this bank grass, whatever this bank grass is, I don't know if it's like water willow or what it really is. I'm sure it has some fish in it, but they spawn up inside of that as well. But there's this gap that goes in between, and you'll see little gizzard shad, little dots up there, like that right there. That's probably just a gizzard shad. It looks kind of like a bass, but there's another one. And so they'll roam around in little groups. You're not going to see 1,000 gizzards up there together when they're spawning. Usually it's just like 2 to 8, I would say. And as you kind of just pan around a little bit, like there's the grass line, we go up inside the grass line. It's not something that's really conducive to live scoping when it's 2 or 3 feet deep up there. And so you throw that big bait up on that inside edge. It's fish that, you know, there's a lot of little ones mixed in out off the edge, but then these are kind of some forgotten fish. And this is my favorite time of the year to go up and throw that big bait, that line through. This could be good. Wow, just fucking destroyed the hangover, and I fucked it up and wasn't ready. How does that happen? I set the hook and it was slacked, is what happened. Bummer. There is plenty more though, where that came from. Just slow winding it. Oh, that's a giant one. Came up and, did you guys hear that? I mean, can you hear that one? Freaking dong. The hangover. It was like dong. Looking freaking small compared to the dang 10-pounder we just got. Look at that. A 5-pounder anyway. Deal. Hangover. Medium sink I'm throwing today. Just a nice kind of, I can throw it up in a foot of water. I can throw it in 25 feet of water. And that one got it. That one I just hit though felt a whole lot bigger than this one. Good one though. That one moved forward towards me when I set the hook. The one that I hooked before that was just like donk, and I set the hook and it was just like setting the hook into a damn pile of rocks. Deal. Let's see if we can find another. This is just like a textbook post-spawn spot. It's got basically just a hard bottom area on a flat, and there's a group of fish here. And I'm just starting with this hangover because I see a lot of little flickers on the bottom, and I want to start with some Ginas. That's why I love throwing these line throughs. They catch just way better than average size fish, especially down here in Texas. You got this dirty brown looking water too, and they're still like, they're getting it, you know. I can't even see my bait on there. What's happening really? I just see the fish on this hard spot. I'm just throwing out there, letting that hangover get like a foot. When it gets to the bottom, then I'm winding it like a foot off the bottom, so it's coming right by their face. So I'm gonna give it a few more casts. I really think I could hit them with a C10 or C15 or a 300 DD right here very well. And so we'll get to those baits in our progression, and I'm gonna throw the flock in a second too. This is perfect how they're set up right there to throw this flock hair jig. I love when they're spread out horizontally within a foot of the bottom. I would like a little bit more water clarity for this, but I mean, I've caught a big one on a glide and a line through. Those are kind of clean water baits for me, so it's not like that we need something that's gonna make a lot of noise. We need nice natural presentations. Are getting plenty of bites today. Look at that little freaking cricket eating my hair jig. Didn't I just tell you guys that oh my god, it's a crappie? Are you serious? That's freaking hilarious. Crappie on a flock. I thought it looked like one when he first came up. That's probably what's happening too. There's probably bass eating crappie on beds. It's funny, I saw on the perspective it looked like beds, but I was like, probably not bluegill beds out here right now. Turns out there's probably crappie beds. I've caught them at this lake good actually, on big baits around spawning crappie too, so that makes sense. Or maybe it's just a crappie that thinks he's a bass. We're about to find out. There we go. There we go. Crush the draw. Oh my goodness, the one that was with him was like twice the size of this one. Yeah, 6-inch draw glide, baby. Just slowly let it go down there. I got it weighted so it just super slow sinks. Freaking glide eater boy. The one that freaking followed this one was at least a 10, maybe bigger. I'll take that. Hell yeah. What a fun day this has turned into already, guys. Doing my favorite things ever. Of course, we got some boats coming in to check us out, but that was awesome. Oh God, yes. Fish come out of nowhere on that big bait. Another one way up shallow. Boat flip, that's Swimbait right in front of you guys. Whew. Another shad eater, glide. That is so much fun. Up here inside that grass line, hard point. Just reminiscent of Toledo. Why can't we let's just go to Toledo tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. Donk. Yeah. Fucking smoked that glide. Another 8-pounder.
I'm not sorry. I can't help this love like mine.